to a friend of mine last week about this. And I was talking about how when I was 15 and I got my learner's permit, I had to sign the back of the permit, and there's two boxes there. And it says, do you want to donate your organs in the event of your death? Yes or no? And it's like, obviously, yes. And so I checked yes. And I was talking to either my parents or the people at the DMV. And I was like, oh, that's cool. You have like an organ donation thing there. And they're like, oh, yeah. Do you want to donate your organs? I said, yeah. And it's okay. Well, if you don't check a box, they won't donate your organs. I said, what? I was like, you have to opt into this? And like, yeah. And I said, the first thing I said is like, okay, why isn't it opt out? It's very weird to me. Like that I can't give you a good reason that when you die, them organs are ours. I'm sorry, you don't need them anymore. Like they should be immediately taken away. And if you want to opt out, fine. But the fact that we need to sign up to do that blows my mind. And I would bring this up to people for like, 25 years I've been talking about this. And I hear people say, well, no, I don't want it to be automatic because then the doctors might just let me die.
But it is weird that I don't know. I've never thought about it like this. I swear, TJ, you're actually rocking my brain.
I think about it all the time.
Well, because let me tell you where I stopped with organ donation. I did volunteer to be an organ donor, and then I found out that it includes your eyeballs, and that really freaked me out. And that was the furthest thought that I put into it. That terrified me, and I was like, yeah, I can't go out without my eyeballs. What? This is so serious. If anybody didn't know, like, make sure that you think about that before you opt into it. No, you don't need them, but you're right. I haven't thought about it like this, but when you were speaking and you were like, yeah, you have to opt into it, it should be something to opt out of. I was like, yeah. But then my stomach dropped. So I don't know. That is scary to think about though. But it's also surprising to me that we have to opt into it. So I don't know what I think should have happened.
We'll talk about the eyeball thing later. I have questions.
Okay, I don't want to talk about the eyeball thing later.
But so it's just that you see these reports of people who are on like lists for kidneys and pancreas and livers and shit. And hearts and everything. Like, you won't die without eyeballs. So we can, but if you need a heart transplant, and it's like, oh, sorry, they didn't sign up for the program, I guess you're gonna die. It's like, no, people die every fucking day with perfectly good organs, and we just let them rot in the ground or burn in an incinerator. That's insanity. That is no. And anyway, the reason people would give me, like, people I talked to, is like, well, I don't want to sign up for that because if I was sick, the doctor made us let me die so they can take my organs. I've heard this from multiple people. Like it's like, all right, you're telling me that the doctors.
If everyone's organs got donated automatically and you had to opt out of it, we wouldn't have a shortage of organs.
That's true. That's a good point too. No. They were arguing for in the current system because some people hit no. Okay. They just say no, they don't want it. And I was like, okay, look. So you're thinking the doctors are going to let you die, cut you open, take out your organs, cut someone else open, put it in, so they might live? That's way more work it's like, that doesn't make any sense. But people just, I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me at all.